Welcome everyone to Strength Training for Seniors. Today you will need your dumbbells, light to medium weight, and you'll also need a chair. Other than that, our format today is we have 8 exercises, 2 for the arms and shoulders, 2 for the lower body or our legs, 2 which would be the back and the chest, and then 2 for our core. We're going to work on some balance. And then we're going to repeat those 8. Well, we're going to repeat them twice. So we'll go through them and then we'll repeat it twice. So you're actually going to do 3 sets of those exercises. All right, let's go ahead and warm up. I suggest you get a good playlist going. Music always inspires us to work through something or work a little harder. All right, so let me get mine going. Also have some water nearby because we will be taking some water breaks also. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're just going to do a little march. Try to pick your knees up. Get that blood flowing. All right. Now you're going to march wide. Just the feet are a little bit wider than hip width. And then march back to center and step and touch. So just this side step and touch. Of course, my music quit, but hopefully there we go. Good. Then we're going to come back to center. You're going to kick your foot to the center. If you want to reach a hand down like you're touching your heel, you can. Or you can just kick. We're just warming up the hips. Good. Now we're going to kick to the rear. Just pull those arms back. Good. Then we'll come back to center. Step wide, sweep those arms up. Tap, sweep the arms up. Kind of half jumping jack. Good, let's do one more each side. And then back to center and squat. Good, last one. Good, back to your march. Now, see if you can pick those knees up a little higher. Good, then we're going to go wide. And walk those feet back in, step and touch. Good, then we'll come back to center and do that little kick in. And you can tap your heel if you want, you don't have to. And then we're going to kick to the rear. Good. Last one here. Back to center. Tap, sweep the arms up. Good. Once more each side. Center and squat. Good, one more. Good. Come back to that little march. We're gonna start bringing it down a little bit. So just a little kind of, almost a walk in place. And we're gonna do some shrugs. Good. Then we'll take the arms, cross in front, open. Good. Bring the arms up, cross in front. And again, you're just keeping those legs moving. Just like I said, kind of bringing the heart rate down a little bit, but still warming up. Good. Back to center. The last one, we're going to pull the arms forward and back. Good. All right, let's just repeat those and then we'll get busy. What did we do? We did a shrug. Good. All right, forward and back. Working that upper back. Bring those arms up to shoulder height. Opening the chest. 2 more. Good. Bring those arms down, sweep them forward, pull them back. Good. 1 more. All right. Rest it out. Grab a drink, get your chair, and we'll get started. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is the upper body. Since we're going to do 3 sets of these, you may want to start with a lighter weight, and then maybe the second and third set you can add weight. Rather than being too heavy, I tend to go lighter first, and then if that's okay, add from there. All right, so you're going to sit towards the edge of your chair, keeping the back nice and straight. So the first move that we're going to do is called an Arnold press, because yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger came up with this particular move. Don't let it intimidate you. So it's a combination of a bicep curl and a shoulder press. So you're going to start with your elbows in front, maybe not shoulder height, but just in front. Your palms are facing you. Then you're going to turn your palms outward as you press the dumbbells up. There's your shoulder press. Then turn the wrists, pull the weights down. There's your bicep curl. So it's up, palms out, turn, palms towards you. Okay? So it's a combination exercise. You're doing 2 different things in the one exercise. All right, so we've got 30 seconds. Ready, begin. Good. Now, continue to breathe. Keep your shoulders down. And what we'll do is we're only going to take about a 15-second rest in between the 2 exercises, and then we'll take a couple more seconds between. All right, last one, rest it out. The next one, you're going to bring the arms alongside the body, have your palms facing away from you. And I'm going to turn on the diagonal so you can kind of see a little better. And you will need to be up towards the edge of the chair. So keeping the back straight, you're just going to press. Press. Now don't lock your elbows, but the arm is pretty much straight. So we're working what's called the posterior deltoid, right here, the back of the shoulder. All right, here we go, 30 seconds. Make sure those shoulders are down, away from the ears. Good, 5 seconds. Good. Rest it out. You're going to stand up. Put your chair to the side. And while you're resting, and at any time, grab a drink if you need it. The next one we're going to do is a walking lunge. So ideally, if you can find an area where you are that you know, got a hallway or something, you can still hear me, but you've got some room. If you don't have room, like I do, then you can do it as a stationary lunge. So in other words, you can just hold it and do this kind of thing. Or I'm just going to do as many as I can, turn around and come back. So a walking lunge is like a big, big step like this. So you can either do it that way, or if it makes your balance a little unsteady, step forward, then just step feet together before you step the opposite foot forward. Okay? All right, so here we go. Walking lunge, if you're in a really tight little area, then go ahead and just do the right leg. Do a stationary lunge. Okay, here we go. Good. Now, as you lunge, you don't want that front knee to come past your toe, so make sure that you're not pushing it forward. Have about 10 seconds. Now, if you were able to, and you could get 10 of these, go ahead and rest it out in a row. You're really going to feel that. All right, so the second move we're going to do is just a basic squat for this first round. So have your feet, I'm going to come where the floor isn't so squeaky here, just about hip width apart. When you squat, you're bending from the hip. You're going to push the weight back in the hip, but keep that chest lifted. And come on up. You can do whatever you want with your hands. If you like to kind of put the arms out to help balance, that's fine. All right, here we go. 30 seconds. If you want to have your chair in front of you, that's what it's there for. So hold on to your chair. Good, about 10 seconds. Keep breathing. Good. All right. Rest that out. Walk it out. We'll take a couple of seconds. Between, you're going to grab your chair again. And the next one, we're going to be working the back. So you may want to go a little heavier. This is where I'm going to use my 5 pounds. I'm also going to turn this way so you can see how I'm going to set up. All right, here we go. So holding each dumbbell, sitting up about midway in the chair. You're going to bend from the hip, bring your torso forward about 45 degrees. So your back stays straight. Arms go alongside the body, and then you're just going to bend the elbows and do what we call a row. So the torso doesn't move. You're just pulling the elbows up or upper arms towards the ceiling. Okay, here we go. And begin. Now, obviously, as we go through this, the second and third time, I don't have to give all the instructions, so we'll be moving fairly quickly. We'll take breaks in between. Good, keep breathing. Good, last one here. Good, all right, come on up, wiggle those fingers. Rest it out. While you're resting, let me show you the next one, which is the chest. We're gonna work the chest. Now, you have two options here. Sitting where you are, again, bending from the hip, you're gonna lean back and have your mid back against the back of the chair. So I'm at a little bit of an angle. Now, as you do that, you kind of throw your rib cage forward. You don't wanna do that. So I'm gonna keep my abs tight, pull that rib cage back in. And then we're going to bring our arms up, bend the elbow, have it 90 degrees. We're gonna open wide, bring them back in. Now the key here is make sure you can see your hands the whole time. So in other words, I'm not coming way out here, okay? Now, if you have low back issues and you feel like you're swaying your back too much, then just stay seated upright and just bring the arms in and out like this. Either way though, keep those abs tight. All right, here we go. Ready, chest, fly. Good, keep breathing. 10 seconds. Good, last one. Good. All right, go ahead and put your dumbbells down. You can grab a drink at any time. We've got one more to do of the 8, or 2 more, which is the core. We've got 2. So, because you're going to be a little off-centered here, if you want to have your chair either in front of you or to the side, it doesn't matter. Just something to hold on to, have that chair nearby. All right, so the first core exercise we're going to do is called a single leg sprint. So we're going to start with the right leg. So what you're going to do is just bring this knee up, touch back, knee up, touch back. Now, I'm going to put this little twist in with it. So as that knee comes up, my left hand kind of comes to the left. This is the kind of exercise that as you get your rhythm going, it's going to be easier to do. The slower you do it, the harder it's going to be to maintain your balance. If this is tough, then forget the little twist, or you can even turn like this as you're holding on. Okay? So right knee comes up, it's kind of on a diagonal. You're going to turn to the left, right knee comes up, you're going to do this little turn to the right. Yes, I did say that right. Okay, here we go, 30 seconds, begin. Now, you may not be able to go as fast as I'm going. Again, try to put a little speed into it just because it will help maintain that balance. Or hold on to your chair. Good, 5 seconds. Good, last one here. Good, all right, walk it out. All right, this next one, you'll want to be behind the chair in case you need it for balance. I'm just going to move it out of the way so you can see. So this is going to be a single leg balance. So think opposite arm and leg. If you need to, keep your right hand on the chair. We're going to extend the left arm and you're going to lift the right leg. So weight goes into that left leg. Now, the key is keep your weight in the left leg. So when you bring the right leg down, you really just have like the ball of the foot on the floor so you can easily lift it up again. Okay? All right, here we go. Shift the weight left. Otherwise, you can keep your right hand on your hip. Good. Just lift and lower that leg. Find your gazing point out in front of you. Keep those eyes still. Those abs tight. 10 seconds. So you can see that key is don't do a weight transfer, you know, in between your reps. Good, last one. All right, walk it out, shake out that left leg. We're gonna take a minute break here because we've done our first set. Grab your drink and then we'll start over with our Arnold for set number 2. Hopefully you've got your music going. All right. Got 30 seconds just to rest it out. Oops, I picked up the wrong weight here. So you can, if you'd like, you know, here's where you can determine if you want a heavier weight or not. I personally am sticking with this, but I have issues in my biceps and stuff, so I don't push it. All right, let's have a seat then. If you aren't there, pick up those dumbbells and let's begin. Here we go. Set 2 with our Arnolds. Remember, palms facing out as you press up. Turn the wrists, pull it down for your bicep curl. Back stays straight. Abs are tight. Good, let's do one more here. And down, good. We've got 15 seconds of rest, and then we're gonna go into our posterior delt press, and we're gonna sit up nice and tall. Arms alongside the body, palms facing away from you. Keep those elbow joints soft, don't hyperextend. Here we go, 30 seconds. Ten seconds. Good, last one here. Good. All right, rest it out. We're gonna do 30 seconds between each section. So go ahead and stand up. Put your chair to the side. We're back to our walking lunges. Just get these out of the way. Okay, about 5 more seconds. So wherever you can go, we're gonna walk it, lunge it out. Here we go. Remember, you don't have to do it like that. You can step wide, bring that leg together, if that helps. Keep your balance. And boy, when you can do that, I did it on Monday and my glutes are still sore. Good, 5 seconds. Good. All right, rest that out, shake those legs. All right, come back to the center. We're gonna come back to the squats. only we're going to do something a little different. So I'm going to turn diagonally so you can see what we're going to do. We still have our feet just a little wider than hip width, except now when you squat, we're going to go down on a count of 3, and then we're going to pop back up. Looks like this. 1, 2, 3, and up. Okay? All right, here we go. Begin. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. Good. All right, I'm not going to continue to count because I want you to go at your own pace. But same technique here. Put the weight. You can see how my rear end is behind me. Put the weight in those hips. Press into your feet as you come back up. Don't let those knees come past your toes. Good. Let's do one more. Good. All right. 30 seconds here, and then we'll go to the chest and the back. So I'm going to sit diagonally for this. Pick up that heavier weight a little bit. So remember this, the bent over row is the first one. You want to sit about midway. You're just bending from the hip. Keep the back straight, arms extended. Here we go. Don't move your torso, just the arms. Good, so this is working the latissimus dorsi, those big muscles along the side. Here we go, last rep. Good. Come on up, you've got 15 seconds. Just release those dumbbells. Open and close the fingers, shake those hands out. And then we'll go into that chest fly. If you want to put the incline into it, then again, from the hip, you're just going to lean back, but I'm going to pull my rib cage in by tightening my abdominals. Or you can stay seated, just bend the elbows, you're going to come out like this, okay? All right, here we go, 30 seconds, chest fly. And you don't have to, lift your head, drop your neck. Just keep your neck in line with the spine. Make sure you can still see your hands. You don't want to lose sight of your hands. Good, 5 seconds. Good, last rep here. Good, all right. You've got 30 seconds. We're doing the core. So let's come up. Remember to have your chair nearby if you need it. Grab a drink at any time. All right, so let me just review before we get started. We're doing our single leg run. This time we're doing the left leg. So you're just going to pull that knee in, tap it back, tap that foot back, in and out, in and out. Pump the arms. If you want to put this little twist, now you're going to turn to the left as that left knee comes up. Or you can just pump it without the twist. All right, here we go, 30 seconds. Find your gazing point. Again, that will help with your balance. Don't go too fast. I started going too fast and then my balance got off. Good, 5 seconds. Good. All right, woo. Rest that out. Shake out that standing leg. And then we're going to come back to our balance. This time we're going to be lifting the left leg. So if you want that chair in front, put the left hand on the chair. Right arm is extended out to the side. Here's your counterbalance. Shift the weight to the right. Lift and lower the left leg. Here we go, 30 seconds. Find your gazing point. Remember, keep the weight in the right leg so you can just tap the left foot down. Good, keep breathing. 5 seconds. Good, last time. Woo, good, walk it out. All right, we've got 1 minute here. Grab your drink. We've got one last set to go. You're doing great. Probably starting to get a little tired. That's okay, you're working those muscles. I'm gonna grab a drink. Woo, I'm out of breath. Okay. All right, we've got about, 20 seconds left. So just have a seat. Just take some deep breaths. Bring that heart rate down a little bit. We're going to come back to our Arnold's. So grab the weight that's appropriate for you. All right, here we go. Starting with the palms towards you, 30 seconds. Press them up, pull them in as you turn the wrist to bring the palms towards you. Press them out, pull it down. Keep that back straight. Abs in. 10 seconds. Good. And down. Rest it out. Always good. I don't know. We tend to, hold on to those dumbbells with an inch of our life. So always good to keep those fingers moving. All right, a couple more seconds here, and then we'll come into our posterior delt press. All right, sit up nice and tall, abs are tight, and press. Press. Just keep the elbows soft. Try not to lock the joint. Good, keep breathing. 5 seconds. Good, last rep. Good. All right, 30 seconds. We're going back to the lower body. Put those chairs away. Got our walking lunges. Now, if you did the stationary, where, you just did the right and then you probably switched legs for the second one, see if you can just alternate. Just do some alternating reverse lunges. Okay, that's your option, or continue with your walking. Okay, we ready? Here we go, 30 seconds. I'm doing kind of a combination walking stationary, just because I don't have any room, but. Good, 5 seconds. Good. All right, come back up to standing. Walk it out a little bit. Now, we're back to squats. We're going to do just a basic squat again, except I'm going to give you an option. We're going to do 6 of these, and then we're going to pulse. Looks like this. So remember, we did the slow and up. This we're going to hold and pulse. Only if you want to. Otherwise, you can just continue with the basic squat. Okay, here we go. So we're going to do 6 just regular squats. All right, and then we have about 15 seconds of pulsing. Just a quick up and down, just or you can do it for as long as you can. About 3 more seconds. Good, come up. Woo! Shake it out. That'll get your heart rate up. All right, grab a drink. We're coming back to the chair for our last set of the back and our chest. All right. All right, let's go ahead and just take a couple of deep breaths here. Bring that heart rate down. Of course, if you're watching this as a video, pause it at any time to catch your breath. You don't have to do it like we're doing in the live class. If you need more time in between, then certainly you need to take that. So just pause it, catch your breath a little bit, and then go on. Unfortunately for my live class, you're keeping up with me. I know you are. So, all right, here we go. Back to the middle of the seat. You're going to bring that torso forward. Arms are down. Here we go. Bent over row. And just keep your neck in line with the spine. Good. Got about 10 more seconds. Good. One more rep. Good. All right, come on up. Rest it out. Again, give those hands a rest. And then we'll go into our chest fly. You can either add this little incline by leaning back, keep the rib cage pulled in, or you can continue to sit up and just bring the elbows in and out. All right, here we go. Last set, just fly. Good, keep breathing. So you're going to exhale at the hardest part of the exercise. So that would be there. So exhale there, inhale. Good, 5 seconds. Last one. Woo! All right, you only have 2 more to go and you're done, and then we'll start stretching. So just put those dumbbells to the side. If you need your chair for balance, keep your chair in front of you. If not, just put the chair to the side for the second. All right, so we did our right and our left leg. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to do an alternating knee, and you're still going to just slide that elbow. You don't have to touch. I don't want you rounding your backs. Just keep the elbow on this horizontal plane, but you're still adding a little twist, so you're working those obliques. If you need balance help, then forget the arm part. And again, you can just hold on to the chair, bring the knees up. okay? All righty, here we go, 30 seconds. This is great for those obliques. Remember, those are what's called the corset muscles because they run right alongside the torso. Important to keep those nice and strong. Help with you walking. All right, 5 seconds. Good. Rest it out. Shake it out. You've got one more to do. Now, for the first and second set, remember, let's see, what did we do? We did that leg lift on either side. So we're going to come back to that, only this is what we're going to do. We're going to start with the right leg, excuse me, and we're going to hold it for 15 seconds. So you may want to have that chair in front of you. And then we'll switch and hold it on the left. So we've moved from what's called dynamic balancing, meaning, you know, we put movement into it, to static. So now we're going to hold. Okay, so again, the chair's in front. If you need it, put your right hand on the chair. Let's start with the left arm extended, right leg up, and here we go, 15 seconds. Continue to breathe, and boy, you're going to feel that in these glutes. And with all your squatting and lunging, you may be a little sore in the next couple of days. Good. Bring that down, walk it out, and then we'll try it on the other side. Okay, keep the weight in the right leg and lift. Continue to breathe. Good, and lower. All right, walk it out. Let's start to bring that heart rate down. Go ahead and grab a drink. Have your chair nearby. We'll start off at the wall, or you can just use your chair with a calf stretch, and then we'll sit in the chair to finish our stretching. I'll just use the chair so you can see me. If you have a little section of wall where you can put your hands, then that's great too. I'm just going to hold on to the chair. All right, let's just take a couple deep breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, blow it out through the mouth. And again, nice big inhale. And exhale. So before you start your stretching, you do want to bring the heart rate down. And how you know that your heart rate is pretty much returning to normal is you can now breathe through your nose. If you still find you have to breathe through your mouth, then you're a little anaerobic, which means that heart rate's still up a little bit. Just take a couple minutes to just walk around. Again, if you're watching this on the video, just pause it till you feel that heart rate come down. And then put me back on and we'll do our stretching. All right, otherwise, let's get to it. So we're going to shift the weight to the left leg, step that right foot behind, press the heel down, bend the left knee. I kind of walk my foot forward to get a little wider stance. So you're feeling this in the back of the right leg, that Achilles tendon into the calf. Good. And we're going to hold each stretch for about 15 seconds. Ideally, a minute would be great, even 30 seconds. So feel free to repeat all these stretches. Good. Step that right foot forward. Let's try it with the other leg. And if you're at the wall, you can kind of press into the wall, press through that heel. You'll get a nice deep stretch. and breathe. So hopefully you're pretty much back to normal breathing. Good. And then step forward. Now holding onto the wall or your chair, shift the weight to the inside leg, whatever is next to the wall or the chair. We'll come into this quad stretch. Again, you're welcome to just place that foot on a chair if you're tight in the quad, or maybe you've had a knee replacement, can't quite get that range of motion. That's fine too. It's still stretching in here. Now, if you can grab onto your pant leg, shin, ankle, or even the top of your foot, just try to keep that knee in line with the other knee, the bent knee in line with the straight knee. Good. All right, switch legs. Good. I can stand here. Good. And then go ahead and release. And then we'll come around to sitting in our chair. And we'll start with a hamstring stretch. So walk those hips up to the edge of the chair. Go ahead and keep the left knee bent. Just extend the right leg. Have your heel on the floor, toes pointing up. And then if you want to deepen your stretch, so you're focusing on the back of the knee, you can bring the chest forward. Try not to round that low back. So if you bend from your hip, that's going to keep that low back straight. Also tighten the top of the thigh. That will help relax that hamstring. When you engage the quadricep, this muscle in the top or in the front, it automatically helps to relax its opposing muscle, which would be the hamstring. Good. A couple more seconds here. Good. And then come on up, switch legs. So you shouldn't feel any pain or discomfort here, just a nice deep stretch. Good, and then go ahead and slide that foot back. Sit about midway in the chair. We're going to stretch out those glutes. Now, if you're okay crossing your right foot over your left thigh, go ahead and do that. If you've been told not to sit like this, then you'll probably want to come up towards the edge of the chair. Just cross your right foot over the left ankle. The important thing is to just let that right knee open up to the side. So it's still a more mild stretch, but you're still targeting that glute. Otherwise, then we'll cross here. And again, there shouldn't be any pain or discomfort. You're just going to feel that in the outer hip into that glute. Good, and keep breathing. Good, and then switch legs. So, like I said, either cross on the ankle, or if you're okay to cross on the thigh, we'll do that. Good, and then go ahead and release that left leg. Sit up nice and tall. Take that right arm, we'll sweep it across the body. Just use that left forearm or even your left hand to just hug it in. Keep the shoulders down. Good, and then switch arms, left arm across. Again, you're just going to hug that in. So we're stretching through the upper arm here and then into the shoulder, upper back. And then this next stretch will hit more between the shoulder blades. So take those hands, clasp them, press the palms forward, and just press through the palms. Good. And then the last one, we want to open up through the chest because we worked all those muscles. You may want to turn even sideways to give yourself a little more room because you want to bring your hands behind you. Or you can always hold on to the back of the chair. If you come forward and open up here, you can do that too. So what you want to do is just open up, lift the chest. Maybe just look up where the ceiling and the wall meet. If you can, clasp the hands. This is where maybe turning sideways so you can bring those hands down. Whatever you can do to open up through the chest and the front of the shoulder. And breathe. Good. And then go ahead and release, shake those arms out. And I'll just repeat, if you would like to do some little deeper stretching, then just repeat this, all these stretches. If not, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.